What's going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K24 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the series or the channel sponsor, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is an absolutely fantastic product. Use it on a daily basis, whether getting a quick workout in, doing one of these recordings, doing video game playing, or just trying to get through my normal everyday life at work. I'll leave the link in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Now be sure to check out the series playlist on, it'll be posted right here in the top right-hand corner, right here. Definitely recommend you guys checking that out. We only have a few episodes left before the end of this series. I am super stoked about it because we are finally getting ready to close the chapter on WWE 2K24 and about ready to pick up on 2K25 when it releases. Now, I don't know if I am going to do a debut live stream like I've done in the past. I have not really given a lot of consideration to that, but I think we will. We're going to obviously do another MyGM now. I don't know exactly what brand we're going to pick, anything like that. We will figure that out when we get to that point. But let's get started with this episode. There is going to be some great wrestling action on the channel. Now, as you guys can see, the opener, it is going to be Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch taking on the Terror Twins of Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley. AJ Styles and No Yeet Jimmy Uso taking on JD McDonough and Finn Balor. Carmelo Hayes is supposed to do battle with JBL, but Trick Williams is going to run the interference. And in the main event, Logan Paul taking on WWE United States Champion Bron Breakker. That could be a really good matchup. I feel like they could potentially tear the house down if given the opportunity to just work the match. Now, I'm super excited about this. I'm super excited to call every match so far, but I feel like this is going to be, at least some of it's going to be really good. We have the introduction, the new women's tag team, the Terror Twins, AJ Styles and Jimmy Uso, kind of a unique tag team. AJ was kind of feuding with the Bloodline at one point, IRL, so I don't know how well they are going to team together. Look, we're at the end, almost at the end of season number 2, and I'm just trying to put together the best matches for you guys till we get to WrestleMania. I cannot wait till WrestleMania gets here because we're going to have some fun with it. It is going to be a great time, let me tell you. Just the pageantry and the stakes of WrestleMania is going to make that thing super wild. I can't wait. We're going to get this thing underway. I feel like we're going to have some really killer matches tonight. But let's get started with this opener. A very interesting tag team on her way to the ring first. One half of the women's tag team champions, Becky Lynch. Big Time Beck's the man. Becky Lynch on her way to the ring. Honestly, it was kind of just a throw-together tag team that I was like, this could work. And it ended up working. Unfortunately, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell were sacrificial lambs. They are no longer on the roster. But, I feel like this match could potentially be one of the better matches if we decide to book it at WrestleMania. I feel like these 4 women, even though Beth Phoenix is a little bit older, Charlotte obviously a little bit older, Becky Lynch obviously a little bit older, but man, 4 great competitors, squaring in the ring, fighting for a championship. That could potentially just be one great match. And I'm excited for it. I think tonight's match is going to be Tights matches are going to be a lot of fun. You're going to see some great matches, but who knows what's going to happen. And as Miss Charlotte Flair makes her way to the ring, God, I am just a huge fan of hers. I think she's so freaking talented. I think she's probably one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. And again, like I stated, my opinion's a little bit biased because I wouldn't say I'm strictly a WWE fan. I do like watching other wrestling when I get the time to, but let me tell you, I watch so much other stuff, whether, it's wrestling, football, baseball, basketball, hockey, NASCAR. There's just not if I've got spare time when I'm not doing recordings or not watching wrestling, I'm usually watching Shameless, which, by the way, is a very underrated television show. Well, maybe it's not underrated, but it is certainly a great television show. And I highly recommend anybody who's listening to this watch that show because it is phenomenal. Let me tell you though, I think we can have some really, I think we can have ourselves some really good matches. Hopefully, figure some stuff out, get some work in order because holy moly, I can't think of a better, as Beth Phoenix makes her way to the ring, I can't think of a better way to have just some matches and, I'm trying to get a little bit more experimental with my booking style. Obviously, sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like maybe throwing Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley in a tag team may have not been the best idea, but I wanted to get Rhea on the card. I couldn't figure out a way without putting her in in some weird throwaway feud. This way she's wrestling for a title. Honestly, we've got Rhea, we got Charlotte, we've got Becky, we've got Alexa Bliss, we've got Bianca Belair and Asuka. That's 6 of the best women's wrestlers. And Beth Phoenix, granted I can't even remember the last time she's legitimately shown up in the ring. And my fault, but excuse me, sorry. I just can't think of the last time she was in the ring. It had to be when Edge was there. When Edge was feuding with the Judgment Day. But honestly, I can't think of it's been a few years, but when she would make her sporadic appearances, she still looked very, very good in the ring. So we've got 7 of the best women's wrestlers on the roster, and honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And as we are getting ready for the first match on the card, interesting matchup because who would have thought, first off, Charlotte and Becky would be fighting for the tag team titles, or be the tag team champs, and who would have thought this would have been your tag team as Beth Phoenix just levels Becky Lynch with a big boot. And now Beth Phoenix press slamming the man Becky Lynch over her head. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair now in the ring. And what is Rhea Ripley going to do as she stomps on the chest of Charlotte Flair? They lock up. Irish whip into the corner and the boot to the face. Charlotte with the counter. Did she just get herself an opening right there? And a beautiful Uranagi side slam. And now Charlotte bouncing Rhea Ripley's head off the mat. And now Charlotte looking for the tag. Tags in big match Bex. And Beck got the backdrop suplex. Dropped Rhea Ripley right on the back of her head. And what a counter by Rhea Ripley with elbows to the midsection. Uh-oh, the electric chair drop. And Rhea plants Becky Lynch down. And now calling for it. She's trying to set up for that Riptide. Riptide kick to the gut. Pump handle. Riptide. And the leg is hooked. And what an interesting pinning predicament. But Charlotte breaks up the pin. The tag to Beth Phoenix as Rhea Ripley. What the heck is frickin' Beth Phoenix doing? Interesting. We're already up to a count of 3 as Rhea Ripley just drops her with a Northern Lights suplex. What is short arm clothesline, and now already up to a count of 6 here. Spear takedown, and it's a count of 7. And now Beth Phoenix unleashing rights on Becky, and Becky is out 9. Is the referee gonna get to a count of 10? Yes! Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley, the Terror Twins, win by a countout. Non-title matchup, but what a big victory for these big, beefy women. Wow. Your tag champs just lost a match to a tag team that has had their second match ever. Could we see a potential tag team title match down the line? You know, we are 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, and we could potentially see these 4 women square off in the ring again. And it's a 2.5-star match. What a way to start the match. Their rivalry's just getting started. And now we are on to the next match on the card. Non-title tag team match. AJ Styles, No Yeet Jimmy Uso taking on Judgment Day, JD McDonough, and Finn Balor. Kind of an interesting tag team, if I do say myself, but we needed AJ Styles to come to the roster. We needed some free agent help, so we did sign 2 free agents. Seems like this second season, I feel like I've been a little bit more active on the free agent side. I do like like I said, depending on who the GMs are on this year, if Xavier Woods has the Thief card, where you can take another talent, the other roster's talent, I'm definitely going to use Xavier Woods again. I feel like, you know, that card is such a cheese card, man. I love it. It's been great so far. Like, it's got me some great talent. It brought me in, oh God, who was it last year? It was, Jesus, I can't even remember, to be honest with you. It was somebody pretty cool, though. Not, now this is going to bother me all damn night. But no, it wasn't, because we drafted Gunther. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. As Mr. No Yeet Jimmy Uso. His entrance music is kind of weird. I don't know if you guys can hear it over my obnoxious ass voice, but it was an interesting choice, just to say the least. Absolutely. I don't know what they're going to do with him going forward. I feel like he could potentially be like a secondary champ, much like his brother was, even though it was a short reign. I think that reign did give the confidence, though, to allow see he could potentially, the Royal, again, Jimmy Uso winning that, I didn't expect it. I know a lot of people didn't expect it, and it was kind of a mixed reaction. I personally enjoyed it. Obviously, I am a bit of a Jimmy Uso fan, so my opinion is a little tattered on it, to say the least, as your tag team champions are on their way to the ring. Non-title matchup, though. I will say this: it was an interesting choice. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it out of left field. I thought that was it was Punk's year. I ain't mad at it, but honestly, I like it. I thought it might have. It was interesting because I thought it would have been Punk's year or, the second choice. And bear with me. I know they teased it months prior. Gunther and Goldberg. I don't know what the holdup is on that. I thought maybe Goldberg would come in at number 30 and win the Rumble, but sometimes it just doesn't work out like that, unfortunately. And Finn Balor, dude, that dude's diet is insane. I ain't even gonna lie about that. His diet is absolutely insane. As AJ Styles and JD McDonough gonna get this thing started off. I know it's gonna seem like we're gonna see some random matches, but the knee is taken out. And AJ Styles locks up and got JD McDonough, drops him on his head. And Finn Balor and AJ Styles, what a classic rivalry these two guys had. As AJ Styles, what's he looking for here? The clothesline, springboard clothesline from the top rope. Oh my God. Lock it up. Whips him back in the ropes, and the double team maneuver as Styles and Uso hip toss, kick to the back of the neck and the front, kick to the back and front, and now Jimmy Uso in charge, DDT, and Jimmy going for a cover, not even a 1 count. Finn Balor Irish whips, leapfrogs, misses that. Oh, super kick to the back of the head. And now short arm clothesline takes down Finn Balor. And Finn Balor is struggling and reeling here. What a counter. And now raining down the fists on Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso getting his knee worked over. Smart play by Finn Balor, because that does take the high flying ability away from Jimmy Uso. Remember the splash, the Uso splash. He is not going to be able to hit it. And Finn Balor tags in JD McDonough. And JD McDonough takes out with the drop kick. JD McDonough now in control of AJ Styles. TNA legend, phenomenal. I feel like he is going to be a first ballot WWE Hall of Famer. And takes out the knee of JD McDonough. Actually, I think AJ Styles was our draft grab from last year. Our cheat code. Now that I think about it, as the tagged Uso. And what chemistry. You would think these guys have been tagging together for years at this point. But Jimmy Uso raining down the fist on JD McDonough's head. Super kick one, and a second one to the back of the head. And now Jimmy Uso going for the cover. Finn Balor breaks it up, and now Jimmy Uso top rope. Uso splash, and the leg is hooked. 3 count. Jimmy Uso and AJ Styles win the matchup. Holy moly. debut tag team, second time on this card, where a relatively new tag team gets a victory over an established tag team. Could we see a potential, match? 1.5 star? Ew. Ugh. Brother, ugh. What a match, though. Holy moly. LA Knight gonna cut a promo, make that money. Carmelo Hayes got the win? What? Okay. And here we go. The final match of the evening. Bron Breakker taking on Logan Paul. First time in this matchup. I would love to see it because I would love to see Bron Breakker just spear the living crap out of Logan Paul. I think I made this clear. I am not a huge fan of Logan Paul. I think he's kind of a joke, but I digress. Take a shot. And Bron, man, let me tell you, I feel like he is going to be a big star for years to come. If we could have gotten enough time to do a third season, let me tell you, I feel like he would have been a major... Well, I mean, he already was a major player when we signed him via free agency. Excuse me. But I feel like he would have been, like, right in that World Heavyweight title contendership. I don't know, man. I feel like it would have been killer. And here we go. We are going to have an interesting closing matchup because they're both heels. I just kind of wanted to see something different. I know my booking philosophy has been a little pedantic at sometimes, very repetitive. It just, I figure I'd get out my comfort zone and try something new. Would be kind of a different look for Monday Night Raw, though, that we're having a different main event. Could be, one of the best Monday Night Raws, or one of the worst Monday Night Raws on this channel. Honestly, it was worth a shot. Figure give somebody else. Well, Logan Paul's been on a really big losing streak. Feuded with LA Knight. He was feuding with Damian Priest. I don't know if this is going to be like just the type of thing that happens. So Logan Paul starts with a Superman punch. And I forgot to mention, falls count anywhere in this matchup. And Logan Paul is not getting the opportunity to even get a move in as Bron Breakker clotheslines Logan Paul. And what a dive to the outside. Bron Breakker, who is absolutely humongous, just cleared the top rope. And now trying to get some of that energy back. Missed the spear, but I'll take it as Bron got a hold of the throat. Got Logan Paul up. And the power slam, hooking the leg on the outside. Referee finally in position. Only good enough for a 2 count. Sorry about that. And now, Bron. What is Bron Breakker thinking? Going top rope. Clothesline to the outside. Holy moly. And now referee in position. That's a 3 count. Bron Breakker is victorious in a blowout. I feel bad for the people in admission there, thinking they'd get a world-class match, and it was just a government, just a straight-up ass-beating. Like, wow. Bron Breakker beat him like he was a government mule. 2 stars to end the show. Not my best booking, but happens. Angel Garza is your world heavyweight champion. Who's over there booking SmackDown, like, for Christ's sakes? And honestly, I would not be mad if that was a tag team. R.I.P. Sheiky. That would be such a unique tag team. Sheik and Veer Mahan. Because I know Veer Mahan's, well, he was a baseball pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but I know he's from the Middle East. Sheik's from the Middle East. It would have just been a wildly successful heel team if it was the 80s. But now, 1 week till WrestleMania. JBL wants his contract renewed. Yes, we're going to do it. We're going to lowball him, though, because I'm cheap. He takes it. Logan Paul. He doesn't want to work here no more. Well, that's fine. Trying to get him to do a promo. Because I'm just trying to get... I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. I just don't want him to get hurt before WrestleMania. Somebody got a new peak. A new perk. Hell yeah. And we're gonna give him the Hell in a Cell match specialty. That's it. Bray Wyatt's still on the injured reserve. Freaking poor Bray, man. I feel so bad for him. Another one, R.I.P. Bray. We miss you, bro. We miss you, Bray, but I gave you a world title run. It might have been a short one, but yeah. It was a lot of fun. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hit the free agents. AJ Hawk and Darius Butler. Look, I'm fine. Senga. Isn't that Veer Mahan's tag team partner? And Isla Dawn? That would have been kind of cool to grab her. Kind of sad to see her go, but we're going to set up the Raw before WrestleMania. Gunther versus LA Knight. Just in a straight one-on-one match. That's fine. Advertising. Who would do really good for advertising? Finn Balor. No. That's going to obviously change because I got to build this feud. Carmelo versus JBL. That'll be a lot of fun. That's going to end before... That should be the last match before their feud ends. We're going to do a call-out spot here. Roman's going to call out Jimmy. Or Jay, I'm sorry. I'm still doing that from time to time. I'm trying to get... Because I don't want to get anybody injured before Mania. Trick Williams. Who's he going to take on? No, that's going to obviously change. Seth Rollins, are we going to change him? Yep. I feel like we need a heel, so he's going to be one. Main event of the evening. Well, we're going to change that match. I'm sorry. Well, we're going to do a lot of changing. Beth Phoenix. We're going to have some... No, that's definitely not going to be the match. No. Honestly, I don't think so, but... We're going to play the injury card. Or fix Bray. So we can get him back. He finally is back. We got 2 of them. But luckily, we've been pretty good about it. What are we... We got to change this card up a little bit. At least I think so. But... We'll find out in the next episode if the card stays the same. I will I'm going to say probably not. Guys, this is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed it. If you guys liked it, make sure you super kick that like button. Comment down below and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel sponsor, Dubby Energy. Left the link in the video description. Use the code BEERGUT at checkout. You'll save yourself 10% on your order. Before I get on out of here, I do want to plug the other series I'm running in this on this channel. Monday night, NASCAR The Game Inside Line Season Mode with Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're 30 episodes deep into that. We're about ready to wrap that thing up, so it's kind of cool. We're going to finish 2 series at the same time. I'll leave it posted in one of these 4 corners right here. On Wednesdays, NHL 25 Philadelphia Flyers 2.0 franchise rebuild. Having a lot of fun with that. Not super deep into it, but we are starting to pick up steam. We are bad. Well, I'm not bad, but the computer is seeing them as bad, so I am fine with that. So hopefully we can secure a good draft pick. Wednesday nights, that's your time, or that's your date to watch that. I'm going to be posting one of the 4 corners. Friday, NBA 2K25 Philadelphia Sixers franchise. Now, opposed to in real life, they're actually really good in this thing. We are about ready to get started the playoffs, and hopefully we're taking on Miami, so hopefully we can come out of that with a big time victory. Move on to the next game, next round, everything like that. And Saturdays, a little bit of hard luck the last live stream, but Madden 25 franchise with the Washington Commanders. Going to be posting one of the 4 corners right here. Guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next episode. Have a great day, a great evening, and until next time, my friends, peace out.